is up, everybody? It is Friday, 11:45 a.m. We're talking with the ape. And it is open discussion. What's everyone doing? What are your plans for the weekend? Do you work on the weekends? Are you off? Do you have any family events scheduled? Do you have any trips scheduled? Do you have nothing scheduled? Anybody who knows me in my profession, I see patients all week, and then I do paperwork all weekend. Job to the job. Depending on my caseload, sometimes I can finish all the paperwork maybe tonight and into sometimes tonight and a little bit on Saturday. Sometimes I get lazy, I do it all on Sunday. Anyway, if anyone's in the chat or when you come in, what's going on? Where's everyone from? As you can see in front of you is a palm tree. There's two big, there's one there, one there, but there's your palm trees. I went fishing last night. Went fishing to one of the nearest, went to the golf course, took my son to the golf course. It's a golf course in Florida that's closed. It's a shame. Over the past decade, they've been closing like crazy. The developers want the land, right? You have a lot of people now. We don't have the retirees. I don't think we have the retirees like we used to. I think a lot of them are going. Excuse me. A lot of them are going to different places. You know, it's a lot of golf courses. I would say in my area, we used to have 1, 2, 3. We've had 5 golf courses closed down. And we thought it's because they wanted to build houses. They wanted to build condos or houses. But they are vacant and they haven't done nothing. They've done nothing with them. You know, a very famous golf course in my area, Inverrary Country Club. The place that Jackie Gleason built. Home of the Honda Inverrary Classic. Home of the Jackie Gleason Inverrary Classic. Home of some of the most memorable finishes in golf. Closed. Been closed for like a decade. And it just sits there overgrown. And I don't know who owns it. Then on the other side of the street, a housing development called the Woodwinds. That was a private country club. That's closed. Up in Coral Springs, which is north of me, 20 minutes, you had a thriving country club there. Beautiful course, beautiful clubhouse. My cousin was married there. That's closed. Bonaventure Country Club, which is the famous country club. They had 2 courses, an east and a west, and one of them is closed. One of the courses. And they want to build. I think they just want to build houses. In Florida, we're running out of land, especially in Broward, Dade counties. So many people moving in. and there's this pressure to try to accommodate all the people that want to move here. So the land is becoming scarce. The land's becoming scarce. So now I joke in my city, if there was a 10 by 10 square, and you told them that they could put a tiny house on it and generate $2,500 a year in property tax, they would build it. But what they're trying to do now is, a lot of places want to build apartments. I can't even imagine. I think 10 years from now, property values are going to be out the roof. I think you're going to have homes are going to be $1 million. Typical homes now that we're going for $250,000 20 years ago. In 10 years now, they're going to be worth $500,000, sorry, $750,000 or to $1 million. I told you the story about my house. I bought it at the top of the market for it. Okay, so he bought it for 80 grand. And looked at it. We wanted it. There was a line of my realtor happened to have a contract with her. He said, and filled out real cheap to get the ball rolling. That there was an agent went to get a contract and paid $250,000. He forced him to sell the house. The house. Time. I think, hey, we got you can refinance. You'll be able to refinance payments, and they were giving people these trick mortgages. They were financing those 2 years. If you didn't do it, we up. I was on it. I didn't wait. Was set to finance the mortgage. $1,800. Homeowners tax. All of a sudden, a few months, everything. Freddie Mac, the government, the whole thing, people that had been buying houses in time, property values plummeted. It was $300,000, $130,000. Finance because they only worth $120 now. Interest rates, people couldn't pay it. Losing their homes. The cost of renting, right? So, but I was locked. I think it was like $2,000. The only thing was, here we go. You ready for this? 24. Plummeted in value, and my neighbor, less than 10 years left. My neighbor and I basically had the same house. 5 bedrooms versus 3 bedrooms. Going by him and what he sold, a house will walk with over 400. Right? By the time you buy something for, who knows, you may have paid what I did 10 years into it. 10 years paid bi-weekly. every 2 weeks they take $1,000 over the long term, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to do that. And tricky crap again, right? Anywhere from 5 to 6, you'll be able to read. Happens, you know. Let me see. To read something. Look up in the window on the cradle, Samsung Galaxy. Fast. I think it really heats. It starts blinking.